All right, welcome back, guys. We have just conquered the introduction in the book, and we've built some momentum after reading the preface and the intro. And now we are at part one, perception. So, very quick video here as I'm taking the perception and chapter introduction and just doing it on its own, and then we'll actually dive in. So, this will be a very quick video, but I do think it is important to define perception. So, what is perception? It is how we see and understand what occurs around us and what we decide to do with those events. Or what those events will mean, excuse me. Our perception can be our source of strength or a great weakness? Yes. So, really, let's unpack that just a little bit. So, I'm going to say it one more time. So, it is how we see and understand what occurs around us, not only presently, but all throughout the course of our life. And then what we decide those events mean. So, a quick example is, let's say I am with a friend and we go to a concert, and it's a concert that I really want to see, but he doesn't want to see. And so we go there, and my perception of that event could be incredible because it's an artist I wanted to see and it's in an event center that I wanted to go to. The same experience or timeline of life could be very different for this other individual because they didn't want to see it and it wasn't a venue, let's say, that they wanted to see. So that is just kind of a very rough outline of perception. The more we see life, events, moments simply and straightforward, the more truth we see, not viewing events as good or bad, but just as they are. So, this is another huge piece to this because what it's teaching us is that as we go through life, we need to see what actually happens for what it is and not allow our opinions or biases to dictate what is true and what is not true. And so he then adds this nice kind of maybe tool or kind of add on. So viewing them as just what they are and not necessarily good or bad. So, like, let's say you go through an event in a work meeting, you may perceive it as going good or going badly, but that's just your own perception. And so you're really trying to see things for how they are and not your opinion of how things went. Um, Again, perception is our strength or our weakness, and it takes discipline to do this, but it can be an incredible advantage for us to fight obstacles. So, where we're going to go with this, I'm not going to give away too much information, but essentially, we're really trying to see things in reality for what they are and not what we've been told that they are. And then with that, getting an understanding of our emotional attachment to said event to see if it is true or see if it's not true. Because someone that has a very high emotional connection to an event may feel in their perspective that things were either good or bad, and yet someone that's disengaged and detached to something might be actually better at seeing things more simply and straightforward because they're more in a logical state. So it's a little bit of something to run with, but let's go ahead and dive into perception and keep reading.